And now, welcome back to the 56th annual Christmas Daddies Telethon.
Introduction. Thank you so much for doing that.
That was fun. I love singing at Christmas Daddies. You know, you don't get all that much time to sing during the year. We're so busy. But at Christmas, we can come together and play the sounds of the season. It's so much fun.
And you're a Maritimer. You grew up watching this show, of course.
Oh my gosh, did I ever. Mom and Dad putting up the tree, and I'd watch Steve and everyone. So it's a thrill to be doing this now for, I think, 7 years or so.
Wow. Well, thank you so much, Suzette. That was incredible. Nice to see you. We're going to throw it over to Marie and Jay.
Thank you, Suzette, and thank you, Katie, and thank you. Lots of calls coming in here, both bids and pledges, and let's take a look at where we stand here with our total as of 1 o'clock, 2 hours in to the 56th Annual Christmas Daddies broadcast. And we begin with the number from outside the Maritime Provinces. Coast to coast, it's up to $2,775. Thank you very, very much. Prince Edward Island is in for a total of $1,360. In New Brunswick as of 1 o'clock, the total $13,318.90. From Prince Edward Island, our total now at 1 o'clock is $6,095. Your mainland Nova Scotia total stands at $42,801.17. Here's the grand total at 1 o'clock. $66,350.07, and we thank you very, very much. Thank you much. That's the house band here at the Christmas Daddies broadcast. Good afternoon, wherever you're watching, anywhere in Canada here on CTV Atlantic. This is the 56th annual broadcast of Christmas Daddies, and your opportunity to get involved here in the auction. We've got Gwen Watt and Carmela Gillis at auction control. We have Mr. Scrooge. I don't know where he went. He's apparently disappeared. Let's update all the bids, because I think we have bids on almost all of the items now. We did get a bid on the Mill River Winter Getaway Package. So let's begin with this. It's a great package from Mill River, and includes passes, of course, for all those great winter activities. The bid is?
Yes, as soon as we find it.
Okay, no, the bidding is fast and furious. Yeah. Sometimes hard to catch up with.
All right, the bidding for Mill River is $350, and that's Claudette Giberson.
Okay, yeah. Claudette Giberson or Giberson. The hot item right at the moment, and all of these items, by the way, in great detail, are on the website, christmasdaddies.org. The hot item is the Trip for Two on Air Canada, donated by Air Canada Foundation. That's tickets for two anywhere in North America on AC, and $500 in cash from Cash Money. Why don't you update us quickly on how the bids have been going?
The Air Canada is with Gary Abrick, Halifax, $2,200.
And Glenn McClanders had been in there previously. So, Glenn, if you want to get in on it, you're going to have to get back on the phone. I mentioned earlier this electric fireplace for those cold winter nights. Beautiful Napoleon Mackenzie 48-inch fireplace with full granite surround, 27-inch firebox included. What's the bid on the fireplace right at the moment?
The fireplace is Maritime Tartan Company from Halifax, right here in the studio for $600.
And again, we have a big surprise this year. You'll never guess who's going to be coming down the chimney this year. Look at who's coming down the chimney this year.
You know the reason why?
How dare you? Why would you be coming down the chimney?
Because I fired all my chimney sweeps, Steve.
You fired your chimney sweep. Why would you fire your chimney sweeps?
Because they left the presents behind.
They left the I see. So
I've got a bit of a flu.
A flu. He's in a fireplace. He better have a flu. Retail value $800. You'll be happy to know Scrooge is not included. You'll be happy. Yeah. You want to keep Scrooge? Scrooge on the shelf. It's like the elf on the shelf. At any rate, let's get back to some of these other prizes. The VIP weekend passes to the Cavendish Beach Music Festival. This is a hot item. 3 nights accommodation. You know, Miranda Lambert's going to be there. Dan and Shay are going to be there. What's the bid on that terrific VIP weekend package?
It's Audrey Lapierre for $1,100.
Okay, so we need some bids on that item as well. Audrey, you're in there with $1,100, but I think we can do better. 844-400-1964. 4 tickets to Ryan and Kelly and Ryan live in New York. Our bid?
Murray Countway has $650.
Well, Murray, now you've been sitting there on that bid for the last 45 minutes or so. These are hard to get, folks. These are impossible to get. I would go so far as to say getting 2 would be difficult. Getting 4 is almost impossible unless you're watching Christmas Daddies right here, 844-400-1964. The date night with Michael Bublé. This is good seats in Section 10, Row H, seats 3 and 4, and then a nice evening at the Cambridge Suites Hotel, including parking and a meal, and the bid is?
Marie Crowell has $1,000 on that right now from Halifax, Nova Scotia.
Still a good deal. It's May 22nd, the show coming up, and you can bid now, 844-400-1964. We want to mention the quilt because the quilting grannies have been with us for many years. From New Brunswick, it's Helen Kennedy, Sharon McKean, Annie Wilson, Lydia Wilson, Darlene Sleep from PEI. We have Diane Sorey from Cape Breton, Elsie LeBlanc. The quilters this year are Helen Kennedy, Judy Kennedy, Patricia Kennedy, Sharon McKean, Diane Sorey, Kathy Morell, and Darlene Sleep in loving memory of Muriel Robertson. And we do have a bid on the Christmas Daddies quilt.
It's Travis Carroll from Minto, New Brunswick for $400.
So 1-844-400-1964 if you'd like to bid on the quilt. Maybe this Ganong's candy package. That's the famous chicken bones. We have a package for New Brunswick, a package for Nova Scotia as well. And don't forget all of these jerseys. We have a Hurricanes game-worn jersey up for bids. We have the Montreal Canadiens alumni jersey up for bids. And we also have signed jerseys from the Halifax Mooseheads, the St. John Sea Dogs, the Moncton Wildcats. Bid now, 844-400-1964. Let's toss it to Laura Brown in Moncton. Laura.
Thanks so much, Steve. Now, I want to introduce ourselves a different way. I'm going to pass it over to Ivan here.
Sure, this is Laura B, and I'm Ivan D.
On the scene.
On the scene here
yes.
in Moncton at the CTV studios.
I love that. Now, I'm going to tell you all something that's probably going to be pretty shocking.
Dun, dun, dun.
You're a grandfather.
I am.
Tell me about your grandchildren.
Well, Gracie is going to be 6 in February. Hi, Gracie. And Tenley turned 4 in July. Hi, Tenley. And my grandson, Weston, turned 11 months yesterday.
Wow, brand new.
He's my little honky-tonker.
Oh, I'm sure. Now, I also want to tell Maritimers something interesting about Ivan. He has been volunteering for Christmas Daddies since 1988.
Before you were born.
Before I was born. Wow, that's really aging us.
No, it's not that.
We also want to remind everybody out there who's thinking about donating, you can call at any time, 1-844-400-1964, and that's the number. That's the first year of the Christmas Daddies.
Exactly.
Happened.
56th annual.
You can do math.
I can do a little math.
As a journalist, I sometimes can do math, but only sometimes.
I'm not really here for my looks or anything else, so we're just going to keep rolling until we run out of room.
We are going to keep rolling. Now, we're going to pass it over to superstars over here. Eilish, take it away.
Thanks, guys. I think they're having a little too much fun over there, if you ask me. But anyway, I am joined here now from some very talented folks here. I've got Denise Surratt and Brian Coughlin here, and you guys are members of, do you know what? I'm just going to let them pronounce it because I feel like I'm going to butcher it. Tell me the name of your band.
Les Improbables.
Beautiful, beautifully done. Not a stutter in the moment there. So you guys have been together for quite some time now. You've been the past 10 years. Tell me a little bit about what kind of music and what kind of groove you guys have.
It's jazz. It's pretty much jazz, and we do mostly our material, but we do standards as well.
Amazing. Okay, and you have a fairly frequent spot where people can catch you as well too, hey?
Every Friday at the Furnace Room, downtown Moncton. Come on down, 7 to 9:30.
Perfect. Well, without further ado, I'm going to let you guys take it away.
Oh, yes. Beautiful. What a great duo. My gosh, that just put me in that holiday spirit, eh?
Yeah, it totally did.
I love that. Okay, I'm here with Wendy Drukin and her daughter, Charlie. Bonjour, Charlie. Okay. And so actually, it's so nice that you're here because you're here in support of your niece. So you're presenting on behalf of Emily Melanson from Louisville Middle School. She was a former student, and she helped raise money when she was a student there. And they were just on the show actually presenting a big check. But after leaving the school, she wanted to continue on. So tell me a little bit about what she did because it has to do with this wreath.
So every year, Emily likes to build a wreath. So this is her wreath that she made this year. And she likes to sell tickets in order to raise money for children who can't afford a nice Christmas. Yeah, so she works really hard so that she can give back.
And the reason she's not here, where is she?
Oh, that's really sweet. Emily, I'm super proud of my niece. She is on to Alberta National School of Ballet in Calgary. So she's gone to that private school for her grade 11 year.
That's amazing. And still, she is giving back to her community. Isn't
Yes.
that lovely? Okay,
It's
so let's
wonderful.
do the honor. I'm going to find a ticket here. Got to make it fair. Okay. This ticket's speaking to me.
And that one is Paul Morton. So Paul Morton in Nova Scotia,
Woo!
you are the new happy owner of this wreath.
Yay! Oh my gosh, you're so lucky. Okay, and let's see how all her efforts of making this beautiful wreath, selling these gorgeous tickets, how much money did she raise?
Emily raised $777.
Thank you so much. Thank you for being here and happy
Thank you.
holidays.
Thanks.
You.
Same to you.
Thank you. It's time now to throw it over to Halifax.
Thank you, Anna. And there's a familiar face for us. That is Friendly, the giant tiger. Friendly the tiger. Yes. And we're talking about Giant Tiger, which is where you can go to get this awesome Christmas Daddies calendar, which, by the way, is still available at Giant Tigers all over the region. Joined now by Chris McDonald, who's with the franchise. Thanks for being here.
Thank you very much. I'm happy to be here.
You're actually a Maritimer yourself. Where are you
I am,
from?
yes, originally from Cape Breton.
And so tell me a little bit about how special Christmas Daddies is for you personally.
For me, it's a very special occasion, especially in Cape Breton. We grew up watching the telethon every year, raising money in various ways. So to be with Giant Tiger at this time now and to be able to present what we're going to present today, it's really, I'm extremely happy to be here today.
So we'll get to the check in a minute. That's what Friendly's holding over there. But let's talk about the calendar. How many have you sold so far?
So far this year, we've sold 3,000 calendars,
Wow.
and that's on all of our 28 Maritime stores.
Oh my goodness. And they sell for $10
Yes,
each?
they sell for $10. So Giant Tiger, we cover the cost of producing the calendars, and then all proceeds from the sales go towards the organization for Christmas Daddies.
Excellent. Why does Giant Tiger do this? You know, you don't have to, but you
no,
do.
for sure we don't. But Giant Tiger prides ourselves on being, in the communities that we serve, helping out in any way we can. So all of our stores, we all have our own fundraisers, organizations that we support. This is a great one for all 28 stores to come together on and support as well.
Let's talk a little bit about the calendar because it actually features artwork from Maritime kids. So people get together. You guys all get together. There are photographs from Christmas Daddies and then also artwork from Maritime kids. So what kind of a draw is that for your clients and your customers?
Oh, the customers love it. They come in the store and they ask for them and they want to know where they can buy them. In my store, it's up at the checkouts. We have them in a bin. We still have lots available for any customers who are interested in purchasing one.
How long will they be available?
Until quantities run out. So
excellent.
for us, it's usually about January, sometime in January, maybe towards the end of February. But we have more interest for the calendar, so as long as we have them, we'll continue to sell them.
It's a great Christmas gift,
For
too,
sure
and
it
a
is, you're
gift
right.
going into the new year as well.
Exactly.
Yeah. All right, you ready to show us how much money you brought us today?
Yes, we're ready. Friendly's ready to show
Friendly,
the check.
come on over. Friendly's going to come into the middle here and show us the money. So again, this is through calendar sales and...
Yeah, this is through all calendar sales that we've done through the year.
And Friendly's giving us a big wave, and that amount is... Woo!
$30,000.
$30,000. But that number could go up.
And that number will continue to go up as we still sell calendars. So we project we can do another at least probably 1,600 calendars worth sales.
Whoa.
Yes, so we want that number to grow for sure.
Excellent.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you see that calendar in any of the Tigers around our region, make sure to pick one up. You'll make a difference in the life of boys and girls in our region. And if you want to contribute artwork to that calendar, stay with us at sometime in February or so. They'll start accepting new artwork as well. Excellent. Chris, thank you.
Great. Thank you very much.
And thank you, Friendly. Here's Steve. Or actually, we're going to throw to the Navy divers.
Thank you so much. We're here running along the streets of Lower Sackville. I'm here with leading seaman Brad Northrup. How are you feeling?
It's great. Everything's going awesome today. Great weather.
We're about 20K in, and I have to say, the energy here is still really high with the guys and the girls running with us.
Yeah, everybody's doing great. Everyone's feeling good. All the runners are out there on the roads. Everybody's being polite with us, patient, and giving lots of money. We have our counters in the bus doing a great job. All the support staff's helping out, doing well.
I was going to say, it's not just the runners here on the ground that are helping with the Navy divers. Who else do we have with us today?
No, we have the HRPs here. They're providing lots of security so everybody's safe, especially this morning when the roads were a little slick. They were really safe for us, so really appreciate that. And we have all the team on the bus. They're counting up all the money we get, lots of change, everything, so everybody's doing a great job.
And we, of course, collecting all those change in these little diving booties. So if you see us running around the streets, please stop, please give us a donation. But if you don't have cash on you, because we've had a few people say, listen, I'd love to donate, but I just don't have any cash. What do?
They go on their GoFundMe page. It's the first year for it. You can find us on the Christmas Daddy Divers Run under GoFundMe or anywhere on the Christmas Daddy website. We can find the link there.
All right, we're going to keep running along Lower Sackville. Guys, how are you feeling? They say money can't buy you happiness, but we're sure happy with these donations. Back to you guys.
Santa, she's working so hard out there, don't you think?
Oh my goodness gracious, she sure is.
Yeah, what do you think of Amanda Debison? She's been on the nice list this year, don't you think?
Oh, for sure. Last year was a little bit on the fence, but this year for sure, she's on the nice list this year.
That's good to hear. What about these Halifax Hurricanes we have back here? We got Clint back here, and Joel and Chris. They're working hard on the phones and the computers. Were they naughty or nice last season?
Oh, last season they were very nice, but this year they can work a little harder, I think.
I don't know. Chris just gave us a look. I'm not sure how nice he was last season. They're not nice on the court, not if you're one of their opponents, that's for sure. So, how hard have you been working in the North Pole to make sure that girls and boys have presents under the tree?
Well, Santa has been working very hard, almost 24/7 the last 2 months, and I have all the elves making sure that all the dolls and all the parts are all there, and especially the Lego. They hate putting all the Lego in those little bags.
I know you guys work hard and you make so many toys, but how important is it the Christmas Daddies helps you do what you need to do on Christmas Eve?
It really helps out a lot because we know that there's lots of boys and girls across the land of Canada that really need some help at Christmas time, and we are so happy for Christmas Daddies to help out.
Yeah, well, we're happy to have you here as well. Did you get your picture taken with Scrooge yet?
Only once. We want to get a good one together, but Scrooge doesn't really like get this picture taken.
Oh, maybe you can do something about that before the day is over.
I hope so, Scrooge.
Coal in his stocking for sure. Now, I understand you're going to go down to Scotia Square today as well?
We're going down to Scotia Square next, where, again, there are lots of boys and girls down there waiting for Santa to come down. And I always jump on the phone lines down there and talk to some of the mums and dads as well.
Well, Santa, thank you very much. If you have a chance and you're in the area, go down and see Santa Claus this afternoon at Scotia Square. Help us fundraise for the Christmas Daddies Telethon. All the best to you, Santa. Will you leave a little something special for me?
Well, if you reach way down in your stocking, there might be a special thing there for you.
I was hoping so. Thank you very much, Santa. Merry Christmas to you as well. Let's check back in with Katie.
Thank you, Jay. Thank you, Santa. I want something special in my stocking, too, and I've got a whole choir of boys here that I think do as well. Wave to the camera, guys. This is the Bravo Boys Choir. If you've been on Christmas Daddies before, raise your hand. So lots and lots of them have, but some newbies as well. Thank you guys so much for being here. These guys are in grade 4 to 9, and they're from the Dartmouth Music Center, and they are going to be performing for us today. It's the most wonderful time of the year, and that it is. Take it away, guys.
It's the most wonderful time of the year. Buildings hear jingle belling and everyone telling you be of good cheer. It's the most wonderful time of the year.
It really is the most wonderful time of the year because we get to see so many familiar faces. Do you recognize this young woman? How many years have you been coming in here now?
This is my 10th year.
So how old are you now?
I'm 14.
So you started when you were 4 years old. This is Natasha Smith. Yeah, you started. I remember when I used to have to, get down on the floor to talk to you. Now I have to look up to you, Natasha. So why do you raise money for Christmas Daddies, Natasha?
I like the feeling I get that I'm just giving back to my community and the people in it.
And what is your community? Where do you live?
I live in Dartmouth.
And tell me, you get some help with this, and I know there are a couple of people you want to thank before we see how much money you get there.
I'd like to thank Midland Transport, and I'd like to thank Charlie for helping and supporting me over the years.
You bet. Now, why don't you roll that over and tell us how much money you've got for us this year? Look at that, everybody. $1,207.50 from Natasha. That's almost $8,000 you've raised for us since you were 4 years old.
Yes.
Thank you for doing it.
Thank you.
Okay, Maria, over to you.
Thank you, Steve. Joined now by Joan and Corinne Quinlan, who are sisters. And thank you so much for coming and being here today. This isn't your first time at Daddy's, though.
No, I think it's about my 18th or 19th time. Yeah.
Outstanding. Now, you had your 4th annual swim for Christmas Daddies. I can't believe it's been 17 years. But before that, you were dancing. Now you're swimming. Why switch to swimming?
We made it a community event, right? So we could get more people out involved and dancers, and it came, but swimmers, a lot of kids.
Yeah.
So we concentrated on making the community event for kids.
Excellent.
And then we swam what we could. Some swam 50 meters. Some just put their toe in, and I swam a mile.
It all counts. It all counts. You also want to make a dedication every year that you do this?
Every year I do this in memory of my brother Kevin Quinlan and my sister Audrey Merton, and who were community activists. Wonderful. So we just
kind of you to do that. Do you have a message out there for the community on Christmas Daddies?
Join our swim and let's bring more money into Christmas Daddies.
Excellent. Okay, and speaking of money, show us how much you brought us today.
Well, $1,000 for swimming is not bad.
Wonderful. That's not bad at all. Thank you so much, ladies. Corinne and Joan Quinlan. Wonderful. Here's Steve.
More familiar faces from the Bedford Volunteer Firefighters Association. Would you introduce yourselves, please?
Hi, Robert Andrews.
Robert, hi.
Hi, I'm Clarissa Cameron.
Hi, Clarissa.
Blake Mann.
Big year for you. 80 years of the Bedford Volunteer Firefighters.
Yes. Yeah, this year marks our 80th anniversary for the fire department in Community Bedford.
Congratulations. Thanks for all the work you do. And, I think we're very, very indebted to all of our volunteer firefighters. I think you want to put a challenge out to some of your brothers and sisters in the fire service as well. What's that all about?
We just want to bring a challenge to all our volunteer firefighter friends in the Halifax region and Nova Scotia to open up their checkbooks and their accounts and
I like that idea.
Meet our challenge.
Yeah. Do you want to tell us about how you raise money? How do you do it? I think you're the one talking here today. You two are looking good. I want to tell you, looking good. And Robert's doing the talking. How do you raise this money?
We just get general funds from our membership over the years, and we save up for this year for Christmas Daddies every year.
Absolutely. Well, again, it's another way you're giving back to the community. Clarissa, why don't we roll the check and have a look? And there it is, $1,000 from the Bedford Volunteer Firefighters Association. Thank you very much. We'll see you next year, we hope. Clarissa, thank you very much. Thank you kindly, sir. And now let's get up to Moncton. Here's Anna Almeida. Anna.
Yes, thank you, Steve. And we have to say this.
It's the most mittenful time of the year. That's what I needed. More competition. Thanks. Appreciate that.
You know what? And competition indeed, and all for a great cause. We have to say thank you to Gertrude Wilson, 3rd year of handmade hats and mittens. My hat.
30 pairs of mittens.
It's just unbelievable.
Holy moly,
I love
her hands
that.
must hurt.
You know what? But it's for a good reason. It's all for a good cause, and we're going to find some very deserving kids who will truly enjoy these mittens.
They
and
certainly
hats.
will. I don't doubt it one bit.
And I'm sorry, I'm going to have to take that off your outfit after.
Well, you know. We're going to leave it like that for now until somebody says otherwise.
I love it. We're having so much fun here in Moncton, if you couldn't tell. Loving Christmas Daddies. You have some there in that little big bag.
More middies.
Yeah, look at all that.
Look at all that.
Oh, my goodness.
Some kids are going to be styling.
Styling and profiling.
Profiling, y'all.
People say that still?
I think so.
You know what? You know who might be saying that?
Who?
Should we check in with Laura B?
B?
Standing by, Laura B.
You guys are too much, seriously. I'm here with the fantastic duo, Emily and Samuel. They were working with me on my French earlier, so I'm going to work on this. I'm going to try to get it right here. So Emily is a Francophone singer-songwriter from Campbellton, all the way from Campbellton. Her bursting passion and love for the stage led her to win many prizes at the 2015 Gala de la Chanson de Croquette. So gracious. Thank you so much. She also won a prize for Best Stage and Television Performance during the 2017 edition of Ma Première Place des Arts.
That's it.
Try my best here. She's so talented, and we're very, very lucky to have her here along with Samuel. I'll let you guys take it away.
Thank you.
J'ai reçu ta carte hier, une missive du temps des fêtes, des papiers rouges et verts, de l'or pour les plus fiers. Je sais pas si je vais venir, laisse-moi le temps d'y réfléchir. Je passerai Noël sur un avion, sur un bateau, au milieu de l'eau. Noël sur une montagne, en Espagne, en Bretagne. Noël sur la lune, ou peut-être sur Saturne. Noël, Noël partout, sauf chez nous. J'irai pas chanter l'hiver ou accrocher des lumières, danser autour du sapin, puis faire semblant d'être bien. Je peux pas être méchante, mais je serai absente. Je passerai Noël sur un avion, sur un bateau, au milieu de l'eau. Noël sur une montagne, en Espagne, en Bretagne. Noël sur la lune, ou peut-être sur Saturne. Noël, Noël partout, sauf chez vous. De robots tout décoré, du plafond jusqu'au plancher. À minuit je serai loin et j'aurai plus besoin de toi, de personne, de l'été ou de l'automne. Je passerai Noël sur un avion, sur un bateau, au milieu de l'eau. Noël sur une montagne, en Espagne, en Bretagne. Noël sur la lune, ou peut-être sur Saturne. Noël, Noël partout, sauf chez nous.
Amazing. Give it up for that that beautiful voice and that amazing guitar playing as well too. So, okay, moving right along, I am joined with Melissa Brown here from the QP Local 274, the schools and support staff, and you guys have a whole crew here with you today. Let's do some introductions. Who do we have here? What's your name?
Jack.
Jack.
Abby.
Abby.
Connor.
Connor. And up at the top?
Abby.
Abby, another Abby, and?
Carson.
And Carson. Okay, and you guys brought along a donation with you today. Carson, can you do us a big favor and flip that check over? Amazing! Thank you, guys. What's that number say? Is that $1,000? Well, thank you guys very much for being here. Are you guys excited for Christmas?
Yeah.
What are you asking Santa for? Come on, you must know something.
Don't know.
Don't know? What about you? Do you know what you want from Santa?
Makeup set. And I want a makeup carrier.
Those are very good presents from Santa. Amazing. Okay, you guys, we're going to head back over. Actually, first we are going to let you know a good way to donate if you're thinking of doing so. Quick phone call, 1-844-400-1964 is the number to call, and we'll throw back on over to Halifax now to see how things are going there.
All right, Eilish, things are going very well here. Nice bidding on the Christmas Daddies, Christmas Grannies quilt. Christine Mills, $450 from Bass River, Nova Scotia. Outbidding Travis Carroll in Minto, New Brunswick, who had a $400 bid. So, Travis, it's up to you to get on the phone now and make your best bid. Interesting to see that we're finally getting some interesting bids on this camper toaster. And yes, it is both a camper and a toaster. And it somehow seems appropriate to me that the bid, I do believe, is from our friends at the Family Campers Group, who've been here. They were tied up in traffic. Similarly, our friends from Big Leagues Beverage Room have just arrived with the world-famous Fleet Diving Unit helmet over there, and a $1,500 bid to get it started. So we thank them very much as well. So we have bids on all of the items here on the auction now. I do want to bring you up to date on what's going on with the hockey jerseys down front. There's a lot of fast action on the Halifax Mooseheads jersey. We had a bid of $400 from Adventures of Lightboy in London, in Halifax. But Karen Steiger now has the bid, $500. Karen in Fletcher's Lake, Nova Scotia. You can make your best bid here at 1-844-400-1964. Also taking bids on the St. John Sea Dogs jersey and the Moncton Wildcats jersey. The Wildcats is in with a bid of $300, and that is from M&S Wild Blueberry Farms in Coojamaquack, New Brunswick. The St. John Sea Dogs jersey. The bid is from Camex Auto Performance in Terrence Bay, Nova Scotia. So James Galbraith in St. John, you have been outbid. They're at $175 to your bid of $150. We also have a bid of $100 on the Scotty, A Life in Hockey Like None Other. That is the book by Ken Dryden, autographed, by the way, by Ken when he was in the station the other day. We'll just give you a little look at that. We've got Steve. How you doing, Steve?
I'm fine, thanks. Good to be back.
Yeah, Steve Townsend, a former employee. You haven't lost any of your knack?
No, I haven't.
There you are. So there's a close-up. Thank you for supporting Christmas Daddies. Signed by Ken Dryden, 2019 Montreal Canadiens NHL Hall of Famer Ken Dryden, the new book on Scotty Bowman. And you can bid on that as well. In front of that, you'll see this Montreal Canadiens alumni jersey. This has been signed by the 2019-2020 alumni team. Alexandre Picard is on there. Cedric Desjardins is on there. Oleg Petrov is on there. Frederic Hassan-Denis. Mathieu Dandino, Keith Acton, Jean Leclerc, Stéphane Rocher, Jesse Ballanger. Many of the great Montreal Canadiens are on there. And that was donated to us by the Maritime Tartan Company. And I do believe that the bid, and Gwen and Carmela, you may have to keep me honest on this, I think the bid is from Paul Murphy on the Montreal Canadiens jersey, $275. Now, since last we updated this Napa car, which is every bit as terrific as it appears to be, it's sort of a life-size version of the smaller car. We've had a fairly exciting debut bid from some very good friends of ours, and we're going to go down and talk to them. They've been sitting very quietly in the second row here at the bidders row, but they're letting their money do the talking, and I'm going to come down and just ask you to quickly tell us who you are.
I'm Jeremy Tanner. I'm from CA2 Michelin, representing that plant.
And you've got some family here with you?
I have my family with me, yes. My daughter Maya, Amber, and Rory.
And you opened the bidding on that Napa car, terrific car, with a bid of $2,000. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah, they gave me some good money to play with, and there was no bids on that, so I wanted to see if I can get someone to outbid me.
Good place to start, and the challenge has been laid down. 844-400-1964. Call now. Katie Kelly.
Thank you, Steve. Our next performer is Nicholas Lays. It's his second time performing on Christmas Daddies from Antigonish, Nova Scotia. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you very much. I'm very happy to be here.
Well, I know you're going to be playing a song about reindeer, but no reindeer that we may have heard of before, correct?
That's right.
Tell me a little more.
It's a Joe Diffie cover, and it's a very funny, catchy song.
Awesome. Okay, and it is called Leroy the Redneck Reindeer, and you said you have a few dedications before you start playing.
Yes, I'd like to dedicate this performance to a girl named Crystal McGinnis from Antigonish. She spent a lot of time at the IWK as a child growing up. And I'd like to dedicate this to you, Crystal, on behalf of your Uncle Jay McGinnis and Antigonish. And I would also like to dedicate this to my granduncle Bernie Lays and my cousin Karen McLean.
Awesome. Okay, well, say hi to everybody in Antigonish.
Hello.
Woohoo! Okay, take it away, Nicholas Lays.
Well, you've all heard the story about Rudolph and his nose. But I tell you a Christmas tale that never has been told. You may think you've heard them all, but you ain't heard nothing yet. About that crazy Christmas that the North Pole can't forget. Rudolph was under the weather and the call and say. So he got on the home to his cousin Leroy, who lived out in the States. So sends me counting on me, and I ain't the best of bud. So Leroy said, hey, I'm on my way, and he jumped in his pickup truck. When Leroy got to the North Pole, all the reindeer snickered and laughed. They'd have never seen a deer in overalls and a John Deere tractor head. But since the dance just come down, 'cause we've all got a job to do. And like it or not, Leroy's in charge, and he's gonna be leading you. And it was Leroy, the redneck reindeer, took to the front of the sleigh. Delivered dust of the good old boys and girls along the way. Just a down-home pony and barrel blue stepping across the sky. And mixed jingle bells with the rebel yell and made a story that night. Before that night was over, Leroy chained her down, kept scooping the hub in every single room by the light of a neon moon. Sat out at the bank with a Dixie flag, he was paying the time of his life. And you can have a call, Merry Christmas, y'all, and to all of y'all a good night. And it was Leroy, the redneck reindeer, took to the front of the sleigh, delivering dust of the good old boys and girls along the way. Just a down-home pony and a multitude stepping across the sky. And next jingle bells with the rebel yell that made his story that night. And next jingle bells with the rebel yell that made his story that night.
Welcome back to Charlottetown, boy. It's Jimmy the janitor, and with me is, now is it Captain? No. Major. Even better. Miriam Leslie. How are you?
I'm very good, thank you.
Miriam is from the Salvation Army, and she and her crowd look after all the money that comes in and distribute it to all the needy children in Prince Edward Island and families as well.
Yes, we do.
And how many children and families would be affected this year? How many can we help?
This year, I believe we're going to help 1,000 children. I really do.
Wow. 1,000 children in PEI, and how do they qualify to be on the list?
It's various concerns. Some families are on social assistance. Some are just facing a hard time. They might have parents that are working or one parent that's working, and they're just not able to make ends meet. And so because of Christmas Daddies, we're able to come and bring some hope and bring some joy to them. So we're really privileged, and we thank you very much.
Well, it's all the folks who are watching right now. Make the phone ring and give our friends at the Salvation Army some money to distribute throughout the province of Prince Edward Island. 844-400-1964. Thank you very much, Miriam.
Thank you.
Nice to see you. Merry Christmas to you. We have more money here. Step right up here, young lady. This is Alana Yankoff. She is the CEO here at the Guild and our host. And thank you for inviting us, Alana.
Thank you, Jimmy.
Now, we did make some money at the door as well on this show tonight. And you've got the secret check.
I do.
How much money did we make for Christmas Daddies?
How much do you think it is?
$75.
A little bit more than that.
80.
A little bit more than that. How about a big $1,000?
Wow. $1,000.
Yeah.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you very much. Wall-to-wall people here at the Guild. Now, you know our next entertainers very well.
Yes, I do. It's Luca and Abby, and they were on this stage 151 times this season in Anna Gilbert the Musical.
Wow. And we're going to get a little step out of them, I'm thinking.
Oh, indeed you will. Yep, enjoy this. It's going to be good.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Luca and Abby. Let's have a hand.
Great job, you guys. Welcome back to the studio in Halifax. ChristmasDaddies.org if you'd like to make a donation online. Time to make a donation in person, though. Joined now by Mike and Connie Hubley and a bunch of kids who attend Shenanigans Campground and RV Park. That is the best campground name I've ever heard. Who came up with that?
Well, we both did, really. Actually, yeah. We were at a bar called Shenanigans, and we thought it was a great name, and off we went.
This means fun. Just means fun. Yeah.
Clean fun. How about let's introduce everybody who's here. What's your name?
Lily. Sophie. Tori.
Olivia. Asher. And nice to have you all here. Now tell me, what did you guys do to raise funds for Christmas Daddies?
Well, we did a bunch of stuff. We initially challenged our kids in the park to raise money for Christmas Daddies and whatever fundraiser they felt comfortable with.
Right.
And as you can see, we had a great response from the kids and from other people in the park.
Excellent. So you want to tell us how much that is? Oh boy, that's a big number.
Yeah, we did $3,207 for our first year, which is really good.
And just your first year. Are you going to do it again?
With only 56 campers and our few weekenders, we did pretty good.
You sure did. And tell me, why did you choose Christmas Daddies?
It's all about the kids. Gives back to the kids, and it's one thing we didn't think would touch us as much when we opened the campground was the kids we had, and so much fun to be around, and that's what it's all about this time of year.
Well, thank you to Shenanigans. I hope you guys get up to some good shenanigans over the holidays. Merry Christmas to you, and thank you so much for this. See you again next year, huh?
Yes, thank you.
Here's Jay.
Thank you very much, Maria. I'm here with a very good friend of Christmas Daddies. This is David Hubley. David, it's so nice to see you back here again.
Thank you, Jason. Good to be here.
Yeah. So tell me why the Christmas Daddies is so important to you and why you fundraise.
Well, I like to help the kids, and I have fun with it, Jason.
Yeah. What are some of the things that you do to raise money, David?
Well, I work really hard for it, and I like doing it. So.
Yeah, you like doing it. What in your household? Tell us a little bit about some of your Christmas memories. Do you remember watching Christmas Daddies as a child as well?
Yes, I do. And I have for a long time.
Yeah. And where did you grow up, David?
Nova Scotia, Jason?
Yeah. Like which community?
Co-Harbor.
Oh, you're from over. Oh, are you a hockey player like Nate and Sid or what?
No, I'm not, Jason.
Neither am I. That's okay. Neither am I. So again, so the fundraising, you said you worked hard. What sorts of things? Do you ask friends and family for donations, or what do you do to raise the money?
Well, me and my dad do it together.
You and your dad, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys are pretty close. He's a big help to you?
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. All right, everybody ready to make some noise here for David Hubley? You want to flip that check over and show us how much? Keep going there. Keep going. We're going to flip it over just this way. Hold it just like that, David. Perfect. Just up like that. How much money did you raise this year?
$300, Jason?
$300 even. Thank you very much. We all really appreciate it here.
And Merry Christmas to you too, Jason.
Merry Christmas to you, David, as well. Let's check in with Steve Murphy.
Oh, I was waiting for the day someone would call me Steve Murphy. Thank you so much, Jay. I have a huge treat for you now. 2 original members of April Wine. We have Miles Goodwin and Jim Henman. Thank you so much for being here.
Oh, thank you for asking us.
This is incredible to have you guys both. I know you've been doing this for a few years. What keeps bringing you back, Miles?
The cause and the nice people involved.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, thank you again so much for doing it. And this is a special song this year. Tell me a little bit about it.
Oh, it's a song that I wrote for this moment.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a very simple message.
Yes. And tell me, what is it called?
I think it's called "Have a Merry Christmas with All You Hold Dear."
Oh, okay. Well, I think that's the name you should go with. That's a very good name. Any new guitars in your life lately? Any new cars or guitars? That's usually every time I talk to you, you've got one or the other.
I bought one the other day to give away today, and it's a beautiful guitar. It's the best guitar I've ever given away. It's a really nice one.
Oh my goodness!
Signed by Jim and I. So.
Oh wow, that is going to be such an incredible item for somebody to bid on today. And we would now like to welcome Sydney tuning in now. So they're going to be joining us for your guys' song. Thank you guys both so much for being here, and take it away. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Kate.
Thank you.
Okay, Jim. We wish you a Merry Christmas. Christmas time is here. We wish you a Merry Christmas. Christmas time is here. Have a real good time with everyone that you hold dear. We wish you a Merry Christmas, 'cause Christmas time's now. Yeah, we wish you a Merry Christmas. Christmas time is now. Have a real good time with everyone you hold dear. All right. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Have a real good time with everyone that you hold dear. We wish you a Merry Christmas. Christmas time is here, Lord. Yeah, we wish you a Merry Christmas, 'cause Christmas time is here. Have a real good time with everyone you hold dear. Hey. Have a real good time with everyone you hold dear. Merry Christmas.
The 56th annual Christmas Daddies Telethon is proudly produced by CTV Atlantic employees, their families, friends, and volunteers, with assistance from our corporate community. Thanks to Bell Alliant and the Pioneer Volunteers. Our website developer is Nycom IT Solutions. The Air Canada Foundation generously donated airfare and an auction item for the telethon. Thanks to the Delta Hotels by Marriott Beauséjour in Moncton. Volunteer vehicles were supplied by Discount Car and Truck Rentals. Tim Hortons donated refreshments, as did our friends at Subway Restaurants. Storage was provided by Maritime Moving and Storage. Set decoration was provided by Giant Tiger and Lego Creative in Moncton. Thanks to Advanced Screen Printing Limited for crew clothing. Technical assistance was provided by FMAV and Sonic Image. Musical equipment was provided by Long and McQuaid. Additional supplies provided by McFarland's. Christmas Daddies would not be possible without CTV's generous donation of airtime, facilities, and support to the telethon all year round.